Legends is interactive theater meets impromptu style storytelling.
So, Harry Chin's cow.
It's one of the only places that I know of that you can actually do what is called role-playing or LARPing, live-action role-playing, for 3 days.
30 weapons that can
There's
strike
tabletop
beyond
role-playing,
death.
there's
In exchange,
computer-based role-playing
one
games.
Return of Tao. Or military.
Legends is a group of people that have a similar interest to come out and interact face-to-face. It's very similar to a paintball experience. You have to react, and it's all on your instinct as to what's going to happen.
Myself, I've been LARPing now for just over 10 years, and I've been now in the Legends environment for over 6 years. It is very rare that you can find the amount of detail and backstory that has gone into this game.
The world we've created in Legends is a very deep world.
Mythir primarily ends in the ocean of Garkana to the east.
They still don't know everything about the world.
Actually ends on the west and stretches into the east.
It's based a lot on the feudal society.
I am one of the merchant princes.
There is no king. He died in the cataclysm.
You have your elven communities, you have your dwarven communities.
A lot of things happen at once.
Enchantment, manipulation, mind, alteration.
You know, a raid from orcs or goblins.
It is primarily a place where magic exists, of course.
Gypsies and Sylvans, which are like a fairy-based race.
I can bend the weaves and flows of magic.
Different types of like skeletons and zombies, stuff of that nature. People who are gaming would understand the terminology a little better.
I am the quintessential mage. I am a, you know,
Combat's safe. It's fought primarily hand-to-hand using what are called buffer weapons.
Basically, there's a core in the weapon, and then there's insulation, foam insulation on the outside. And that way, when you hit somebody, it doesn't hurt.
And then there's the spell casting, and that is primarily done with small packets that are made of birdseed. You basically throw and you play a good game of dodgeball, I guess. The only way that you can walk up to someone and actually kill them would be to tell that individual that this is what I am doing to you.
Death strike.
It's very important that you keep track of when you've been hit, where you've been hit. We use an honor system pretty much for a lot of the combat. It takes a little practice, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy.
Death strike.
Some of the costuming we've bought, most of it is made by people who come out to the game.
you got to have your costume look as much about your character and about the period that you're in. The tabard here you see that I'm wearing is called, is the Tabard of the Order of the Emerald Blade. That's the organization and group that I'm a part of. It was actually made by my mother.
I myself learned how to make chainmail by doing this. And it's not an easy process, but I've made probably 8 suits of chainmail. Live action roleplay is definitely outside of the norm at this stage. There's games all across the country like ours, other groups in the Atlanta area, but we would really like to take it to the next level and make it become more of a mainstream thing.
A lot of people look at the people who do stuff like this as slightly off kilter. I've been doing it for so long, I don't find it any stranger than doing anything else, going bowling, going playing pool.
It's no different than those people who sit in front of a computer and play their computer games. We just do it outdoors. Everyone is going to have their odd hobbies. When I first started it, was I a little bit embarrassed? Yeah. Worst case scenario is you're going to get embarrassed of yourself and then you're going to start laughing just like we all did when we started to.
It's a break. You're away from everyday life for a few days and you come back feeling a lot more refreshed, a lot more invigorated. It's phenomenal.